What's up, people? Oh, I'm nowhere near you guys. Hold on. There we go. I see Florida Boy finally got the first. I hope you guys can see me. Oh, there we go. Because it was all like stuck on the mobile. Why you gotta yeet me right away? I haven't even started doing anything yet. I think I overdid it yesterday, so I probably will just be walking today. Maybe after I walk, I'll feel like I can do other things, but I preemptive eat. Yesterday on stream, I did my squats. I did 100 reps of my body weight on the bar. Then I did 3 sets of 8 pull-ups with a weighted vest. Then I did like 50 reps of weighted push-ups. Then I went to court, and it did not go well, which I will get into eventually. But after I got done with that, I was so mad that I decided I needed to work off all of my anger. And so I went back to the gym. Hi, Logan. Went back to the gym and did like a full leg workout. So I did like lunges and more squats and leg extensions. What else did I do? I don't know. But then I went, that was at a different gym. Then I came back here and I got on the treadmill and I put my freaking vest back on and I ran with the wet vest on. So I did weighted running. So I worked out for probably a total of like 2.5 hours yesterday because I was so upset. So I'm sore today, needless to say. And I don't think I will be partaking in a workout today. But I will walk on the treadmill because that I can do. But I think that's it. So, yeah. You guys never get to see me actually like push myself, but I promise you, I pushed myself. Did I feel better? Yes, I did. I felt great after that, actually. I had a great rest of my day, but I was so mad. What's up, Ranger? Yes, he did show up, Boris. Not even your wrist skills was enough to reason with the cop. I know. What's that about? I was like really hoping that he would just see the sweet, innocent-looking girl and be like, you know what? I'm not going to ruin her day or her life. But no, he decided, just like he did that day that he gave me the ticket, that he didn't give a fuck. And okay, here's the weirdest thing. All right, hold on. There's so much to tell you guys. I hope you guys are ready for this. Actually, I think I need to get on the treadmill before I start because if I don't, then I will be sitting here for like 45 minutes. So let me go change into my shorts and then I will hop on the treadmill and I will continue this story because there is a lot to unpack here. All right. I am furious. So guys, buckle up, get ready for the story time because it's going to be crazy. Oh my God, Tomo. Hold on, I will be right back. But also wait, I'm not even gonna wait till you guys give me a redeem for the outfit check. Damn it, I forgot to get rid of my stupid exercise redeem. Anyway, okay, look at I love these sweats. Also, I look like a homeless person because I'm wearing a sweatshirt because it's cold. But come on. Am I not the coolest looking homeless person you've ever seen? Anyway, there you go. Free outfit check. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna go change and I will be right back. Did you mean to ask me what the logo was, or did you mean to ask me what the brand was? I feel like that's different. It's Dark Sport, but let's see. That's where it says it. And it's got little like death moths on it. I don't know. I love them. But let's go to the treadmill. And I will tell you guys my stories. Tomo, did you miss it when I told everyone what I did yesterday after I stopped streaming because I kept working out? I feel like I worked out all day yesterday. Oops. Hold on, I gotta put the stuff down. Now I can readjust the camera. I'm not walking backwards, Florida boy. I have done that, but I don't trust my abilities right now. Let's see how that looks. I think I need to angle it a little bit more. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think I ate enough. You missed it? Okay. C-Dub is 45% eatable. Wait. Tomo is 69%. Okay, let's see if you guys can see me all right. Okay, so after I stopped streaming, I went to court, and then I got really mad because of the outcome. And then I came back, I did a full leg workout, lunges, squats, leg extensions, all the things. Then I went back to the gym here, and I did weighted running. So I got my weight vest back on it, and I just ran for a while because I was so mad. So I did a lot yesterday. Like most of my workout was done with a weighted vest, and then actually I guess half of it was the full leg workout. And my body is feeling it today, so I need to maybe just walk it off today. Okay, I don't even know how fast I'm gonna be able to walk. Okay, so story time. I went to court, and when I got there, I saw cops like pulling up too, and I was like, damn it, my cop might be here. Then I got into the room. I was there early, probably like almost 10 minutes early, and I was hoping that my cop, if he did show up, was gonna be there so I could talk to him and hopefully like reason with him. But these little schemers, they showed up with like 1 minute before the like court was in session or whatever. So they purposefully waited until the last minute to walk in so that nobody really had the opportunity to talk to them before it started. And I had heard, like, Chris told me that if like before it starts, you could try to like talk to them and see if they'll dismiss it. First of all, I didn't even recognize the guy because I was like, wait a second, this actually does not look like the guy that pulled me over. He looks way older, and he was acting completely differently. You guys remember I told you that when I got my ticket, this cop was like shaking, literally shaking, stuttering over his words. He seemed very unconfident in what he was doing. When he went back to his car to print out the ticket, it took him literally, I'm not kidding, like at least 15 minutes. And I've gotten tickets before, and it usually only takes like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 if they're like really slow. 15 minutes it took him to come back to the car. So he ended up making me late, even though I was not late to begin with. And then when I saw him at court, he's cracking jokes. He's being like silly, like him and his other cop friends, they're all like laughing together, in a great mood, super smiley, very confident man, okay? I would never even like pick him out of a crowd thinking it was the same guy. Well, you guys know how it works. If you are there and your cop doesn't show up, you're automatically dismissed and your case is automatically dismissed. So there was probably, let's see, at least 12 people there for some kind of traffic violation. Out of the 12 of them, us, maybe 4 of us had to stay for the cop being there. So everybody else got dismissed and their case got dismissed because their cops didn't show up. But me, being always so unlucky, my stupid cop decided to show up, and he was one of like 4 that was there. So like literally over half the freaking people that were there got dismissed. But of course, mine did not. And then I was like, oh crap, like I'm not gonna have time to talk to my cop because I didn't know who it was to begin with. And then 2, what they do is like court's in session, you like raise your hand when they call your name, and then they say the cop's name, and if the cop isn't there, then you leave. If the cop is there, then they raise their hand, they're like, okay, like we'll have your whatever, like appearance happen right now. And so I was like, well, fuck, like what am I gonna do? Because my cop is here and I wasn't able to talk to him before this started. Court is literally in session. And the plaintiff, who was another cop, was like sitting right on the other side of the like pew from me. I literally whispered to him and I was like, hey, could I talk to my cop really quick before it's my turn? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he like grabs him and he tells him I want to talk to him. So we go outside of the courtroom while court is in session. And I start talking to him, I'm like, hey, like I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. Like if I violated something, that's totally fine. But I just want to like double check because where you pulled me over was in a zone where I was going the speed limit. And I just like want to like have a conversation. Like, is there any way you can dismiss this for me? Like I clearly thought I was going the speed limit. And he was like being nice and he was like showing me the parts of the road where it was like different speed limits and stuff. But he also was like very much like he was not gonna dismiss it. And when he asked, he's like, so are you gonna contest it? Or are you going to plead guilty, whatever? And I was like, well, I literally don't have any physical proof. There's no way for me to like show proof of the speed that I was going, and there's no way for me to prove that you pulled me over in the 55 zone. So like there's nothing I can do. Like I have to plead no contest or guilty. And he's like, yeah, like I mean, when we go back in there, like you can make your case, but yeah, like I can't dismiss it. And I was like, you asshole. Like what you can, first of all. Because I feel like he was just like, I feel like the fact that his other cop buddies were with him, like gave him the like, you know when like bullies have like people like feeding into it, but if they're like on their own, they would never act like that. Or like if they're at home, they would never act like that. I swear it felt like that, where he was like a completely different person than the guy that pulled me over. He was so confident. He was like, I'm not gonna dismiss this girl's ticket in front of all my cop friends. They're gonna make fun of me. Like, he was being so like stern, like, yeah, like there's nothing I can do for you. I'm like, you're such an asshole. So that sucked. Once mentioned that your partner's streamer on Twitch. Why would I do that? Oh, why does that keep happening? Yes, I did lose my case. So, hold on. They wanted to make an example out of, yes, seriously. The ticket was for speeding, and if you're not familiar with what happened, I got pulled over in a 55 zone going 57, and I was like, why the hell is this cop pulling me over? I'm like, clearly not speeding. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I pulled you over here, but like I got you speeding back there, and that's a 40-mile-an-hour zone. So technically we're going 17 miles over the speed limit. I'm like, what? You pulled me over in a 55. How are you going to tell me I was speeding back there when you didn't pull me over back there? So I was so mad because like, it was just, and this road is set up purposefully to get people for speeding because it's on a road and then there's a stoplight. And on this side of the stoplight, it's 40 miles an hour. On the other side of the stoplight, it's 55. So like, there's no sign that says, like, whatever zone ahead or anything like that. It just abruptly goes from 40 to 55, literally just by crossing the street. So I think that they like do that purposefully because I'm sure they have people there all the time knowing that people are going to start speeding up to get to 55, but they're technically still in a 40 zone. So they're always going to be technically speeding, which is so fucked up. So anyway, I was very mad. Just don't pay the ticket. I would love to, but I don't want to go to jail. So thank you, Boris, for explaining that. What's up, Michael? Lock key or low key, thank you for the follow. Yes, it was very unlucky. It's just 2 miles over. Save yourself the hassle. He can go heck off. What's the worst that can happen? No, because he's saying I was going that speed in the 40. I was not arguing with the cop. I was just simply asking if there was anything he could do. I wish I got streamer privilege, but that just is not a thing. What's up, Lewis? The menace of SoCal roads. Being a criminal is crazy. Speeding tickets should never result in court dates. Could have given a shout out on IG. You think? Oh my gosh. No, now I'm going to give him a shout out in a bad way. I know his last name and I will slander him to everybody I know. I'll slander him all over. Anyway, that reminds me I still have to like slander Firestone for literally trying to kill me. If you guys remember that story about how my tire came off in the middle of the freeway, because when I got work done from Firestone, they didn't tighten the screws enough and I nearly died. And they repaired the car, but they told me they were gonna refund me for the work that they had done previously. And then when the repair was done, they're like, actually, we're not gonna refund you anything because we did extra repairs that we didn't need to do. And it cost us a lot of money. I'm like, I don't literally give a single flying fuck what it cost you to repair my car. You're the reason it got messed up in the first place. And I didn't ask you to do extra work to repair it. Like, I would have been fine for you doing the minimum repairs that were needed. Then you're just gonna go back on your word like that? So anyway, I need to go slander them everywhere because they had no remorse for trying to literally off me. So anyways, different story. I don't have good luck, as you can tell. Also, as I got done, I literally walked out of court. I started crying because I was really upset that the cop like just straight up was like, I don't really give a fuck if I'm gonna be screwing you over. So I went to the bathroom to try to calm down, and tears are dripping down my face, and I'm trying to just like not be crying in public. So I go to the bathroom, I'm like wiping off my tears. I get out of the bathroom, I walk downstairs to go outside, and this cop, who might have been like maybe still in the academy, I really don't know, but he looked really young. But then again, I think everyone looks young apparently that are not. He comes up to me, he's like, hi, my name is whatever, I don't know what his name was, can't remember. He gives me a handshake, he's like, I just want to tell you, like, you're really cute. And I was just like, wondering if like you have an Instagram, and I was like, yes, but I have a boyfriend and I have to go. Like, I was not in the mood. I was just like literally just crying, and there was still like water in my eyes and my face looked all crazy. I was like, I am so sorry, sir, but this is not the time to be hitting on me. I felt bad because I obviously would have rejected him either way because I have a boyfriend, but it was worse because I was also like clearly in a very bad mood. So I wasn't like being bitchy to him, but I was definitely short. And I felt bad because I was like, I don't want him to like, you know, I'm sure it's not easy to put yourself out there. And I can only imagine how hurtful getting rejected would feel in that situation. So I was like, good for him for shooting his shot, but probably not the best time. But I guess that was the only time he had. But I was just like, yeah, I have a boyfriend and I gotta go. Like, I'm just trying not to cry right now. Like, I need to get out of here. But it was weird. It's kind of like it could have been settled for a Zoom session. I know, right? What are you saying? Kenja missed. Oh, Kenja missed me. Bad review. Yeah, I'm giving them all the bad reviews. Do you have a dash cam? No, I need to get that. Now, though. What's up, Eric? I'm trying to slide in the DMs. I'm like, yeah.